Alright, today I'm going to show you how to accomplish this very simple pop-out image effect inside of Affinity Photo 2. And this is what we're going to be creating. So let's start off by creating a new document. And for the sake of this, we're just going to make it 1920 by 1080. And we'll go ahead and create that. We do need a background layer, so we're going to add in a new pixel layer, and we will flood fill this with white. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can see the entire frame. So now we need to bring in our picture of the phone with the hand holding it. You can go online pretty much anywhere and find some transparent pings, but this is one of the ones that I found. So what we'll do here is we'll select the entire image by going Command A, and then we're going to copy it to the clipboard, Command C, and then we'll go to our new document and paste it right in there, Command V. And then using the move tool, let's bring it down here, and we can scale it up a little bit. So if you hold Option and grab one of the corners, it will scale it and constrain it to the same proportions. And there we go, we've got that. Now we need to bring in the image that we're going to use to create the pop-out effect. So I found this on Pexels. It's a guy doing a one-handed handstand. It's a very high resolution picture, so we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to go Command A to select the entire picture, Command C to copy it to the clipboard, and then we'll come to our untitled document again here and paste it with Command V, and right away you see this is like huge. It's taking up the whole screen. So we're with the move tool. If we hold down the Option key and scroll, we can scroll out really far till we can see the boundaries of the picture, and then using the Option key and dragging the corner, we can bring it and scale it down a little closer to the size that we want. So let's zoom back in now. And an easy way to get this to fit inside the frame is lower the opacity of that layer a little bit so you can see the frame behind it. So we'll go ahead and move him up, and we want his hand down here. We want it to be behind the thumb, but we want this other hand here to be in the frame. So it's a little big right now. Let's scale it down just a little bit more. This way we have his entire body and his hand and his foot in the picture. Alright, so let's bring the opacity back up and take a look. That's great. Now we're going to need another copy of this picture. So let's come up here to this layer, right click, and duplicate it. So now we've got two of those. Let's go ahead and hide those for the time being so we can see the hand again. We need to select the inside portion of the phone because that's where the main portion of the overlay is going to go. So let's come over here and select the flood fill wand. Make sure that we are on the phone layer and just select the inside. So that gives us a selection. You can see the marching ants going around there. Now let's make this layer visible. Now if we were to delete this right now, we would actually delete the inside of the picture and leave this outer portion. So what we need to do is go up to the select menu and invert the pixel selection. So now everything outside of those marching ants has been selected. And if we hit the delete button, there you go. We've got the hard part done. So let's deselect everything here. See what we've got. So far so good. Now let's bring in the very uppermost layer. Make that visible, and we just really need his leg. We don't need the whole picture. So let's zoom in a little bit here, and let's go ahead and get the selection brush tool, and we just want to try to select his foot and his leg, and that's about all we really need. So if we lower the opacity of this layer a little bit, we can see where the boundary of the phone is right here. So we want to get rid of this portion. We really don't need that. So let's grab this rectangular marquee tool, and now you can see it has a little plus next to it. If we hold the Option key down, it will subtract whatever we select with it. So if we come down and bring it right to the very edge of the phone right there and let go, now just the lower portion of the leg is selected. And we will bring the opacity back up on that. So now again, if we were to delete now, we would actually be deleting his leg and not the rest of this. So again, we need to come up to select and invert our pixel selection. And now if we hit delete, we've got his leg on the outside. So let's deselect everything now. And there you go. That's pretty much the whole effect. Now if you want to sell it a little bit more, you can make sure that the leg is selected, that layer there. And let's go to layer effects, and we'll go ahead and add an outer shadow to it. So we'll increase the radius a little bit and the offset and maybe the intensity just a little bit. And there you go. Now if you look up here at the top, since that was such a big picture, we still have part of that picture on the outside of the frame. So what I would do, just to clean up that little portion up there, is get the eraser, come up here, make the brush a little bit smaller, and then just delete that. And there you go. That's how you get a pop-out effect. And you can apply this to a phone image or a tablet, or even something like, a Polaroid picture, and get creative. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. If you like it, please hit the like button and please subscribe. Thanks.